Masio. Some penny day, some penny a futu some. Already you know cosuna be seven. Some penny day, some penny a futu some. Already you know cosuna be seven. Be seven station papa. Be seven bonum mamatia say and some bango. Be seven. I guess made you no crona born on me and son. Oh, how anything. Wohaw Ne Sen penisem nkwame timo asem printed ru kwada wie makwan me sem ha yen de share bo de tete fa Wohaw Ne Sen ne de atodwa itoda asem no etete wo na ye obi so se hia tete ono so tete me de bo ba akokum no mamienu eno abre na aduru so awie me no abompuni mpu afidie so me da se o so we choose me over others me da se ha na odo afidie no ato ye odon hwere ba ko ne kakra ye ba be di nkomo ye be di nkomo ne style bia bi ene ye ne openi powder peasant farmers association ano e ba be kasa e de afa nuaba anase no ba ye bia ye be frase adua GMO ho omo twe ho da hwere e wo how binti no omo twe da hwere ana ha ye omo territory omo mpese obi bam ye be di san komo yi obi e didi udidi ewie kra me medidi etiminum so so wedidi eti yedidi edie na bibi e kan yaduane no ehia se fa ho adwe me da se bu ya ba panie ya tame ewu nso be boden oh ya me ngu na mawu huye osi achechide akiri kwa ya ho tedi a me dia me memma me ho me dia me memma me ho left right center enwa me na no abompuni mpu me din Nana Yaa Konadu ya bapa ofremia meni je ewie me wo APC African farmers stubborn pain bi jeje no nya binum e be ko no ade ho ya onom ne kwa emfenye tuamu da ebre anobra no ya one ko badia ko hu doctor ye once a while bi dia sa kina farmer medicine unlimited. You happy delight fruit juice. You're loading with taste in your bemuncio de man jama pomudin. Then you have your happy delight fruit juice. Mupebinum name wow. Tontina 74 immune food T74 and Rania de Manono. Tontina. I yendi pay ye say. What build a strong immunity and ipedriani jna brane woko. Udinyar waso. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital. Ebrabeti Allah who shall fin yamene yarisfafo inshallah nyame adoma ayarisa beba na chese amen jina kutia. Enyumada roma ena mampeni maji edwa bedi awie Wohaw Ne Sen yi ebrom. Medase so do aso afem me. Asede kwa ma make the triple darling. Ono ne so ye mu kase bonu achi. Ekosi senkai bofo na bna beye ne akosua saponje baton me wia. Medane mechi dia makela bubunua okuma woni ewu. Bempa bi oti radio so na wade kwan so brebredwumedi aba betwa yen so bedasi o
said you obetimi a check na farmer APC nso nti ana wa ye ne sa akoma
uti paiwa fakina farmer akoma APC
kaka hawa
akoma APC sisiare wa posunu no mpemu na ya oya fever ana honam ya emu bia kina farmer akoma APC ebeye firi ho
Nemum na nuachi na enkoi dia ko hu doctor kina farmer akuma APC eyema obia ya wadi emfiedunsia 16 years dekro.
Secretary.
Yes, boss.
Patron Fakot document in bro.
Pacho me deba. Na e drobe name am say.
It's unti tontina 74 mix shanka.
Wow.
Oba for general well-being.
Sir.
Very good. And money me abet madam. Copy me nato.
Eni e kroji o.
Ghana for say munim say medumani say metwitwa agi amanfo. Sa ena me hia edro a ebetwitwa agi me efi yare ahodro bebre. Na metumi agina me naso agi amanfo. Asabi num tontina 74 mixture. Emma mi apomodin e supported me new system na emma mi asomdwe.
Enye mo ba wa fafuro obi a o manufo anase obi a onya mfie dumie. Etu phone 05016289931 and 0246073498. FDA agi etwedi nkratoi atum.
Happy delightful June. Swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we ate a bread and fifi. The most fringe man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. How come that's about relaxing way? So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby, I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delighted. One different flavors, different size. You number 1 liter. Number from 150. And 250 ml. A baby healthy life shows on your supermarket. Happy delightful juice. Loaded with taste.
Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital Bena Black History and the War America, China, Africa, ne Ghana and Penifua Bonabaso say, or say a real moment for Tiapopa.
Amin Scientific Hospital. I had a sabia, or one video was so, ya would that's what, if you didn't chill yadi, na no sound so sour yadi.
Amin, a expert or one croyaria, one run when nam. Now, what Dr. Fonia Nurse Fonso, or what Sima?
Amin Scientific at the herbal, homeopathy, naturopathy, and reflexology, na, a sayadi.
Sa wona wope, and I are to same pa, Yamia Dumunti, Yaria expert. Amen Scientific Ebeboama inshallah to. Now once we dia dance said the Ghana for near brochure for be dia dance no.
Accra, Amen Scientific Ewo Dome, Obersnet Flats, and Alashibinso, our Klagon, Eben Shaman Road, Underbridge Ope.
Our Krabata P. Fre, non sure dear Ben 0245 275254. Anna 020-722-9505. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital.
Allow Shafi, Nyamene Yaresafo.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that was it. Papa within a mafia. Mi bay, Yakuku Oduro. Shebe Kumane Nifa. Woodia. Kuko Wanimuai. Missy Mempa Bae. Mina, the Boa Chiridomwe. Sunny only. Sana, many what it does. Papa would in a mafia away. Never the food, Yakuku Oduro. Shabakuma and Nifa. Udia, Papa Wanimua.
And Minia Kujo Atomen Krasse, and a candy at the pa or pong, Candy Co School or Hilltop School, da by a yay candy. Obapa, and they were phoning na near Bushia Munesia Motrinkwa. Near more would have passed any brabe penny papa. Happy birthday, Candy at the pa upon Hilltop School. Ye what da by a whore and a walk massy, and ever would that Yama Trinqua more would have pie, sing a coupon on show, no you are Maswadia and Mausa for Yamea dum, now dum ye near. Memen there bay near your mammy be a maquafu. Nema me ye jana quine, Antimagi special. Yamea dumwa. Yamea duma memen day ye jana quine what town for it. Yen am we so stress obi a betimi aba boy yen ye say dia dia to ne nyon wan na ye ama yetimi akata antimagi special chi na ye fefefe ye to sa fremu nyina se mu hu mobo na mra me ye ne sa emfa emaye medase
Sabre karaba babosaya. Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 19. Osina when you be diakon. Nansworin to me. Frisa me awurade. Me ka ho. Na me chew.
Evangelist Nana Samuel Sanmani Lady D Nene and I would see ye. Ebra me done Juman with ne. Me chiramo the churl say ye nay ye rebibedi and como. Ben I watch me no can call me and someone near and send me picture yes say. GMO dear yes one ye ting can say. Aba for kwanye faso enya enuaba aba anaso egu abana ye guo no. Aba for kwanye faso enya no na ye dua na enyini wo saa hyehyɛ no ankasa nso so ekwan emu nipa bi yɛ sɛ dabi wo mkɔ court mkɔ na court sɛ dabi ya makwan dada sɛ national biosafety for de ye guo no enuane anase de ye die be sɛ dunan bi de ya ma won kwan dada enti ekwan ni won anim ekire wo hono na te sɛ court asama nkyerɛkyerɛ mu so adwuma no a mo bɛyɛ no ya mun label product free GMO mu ban mun label na what GMO no ase yo enkomo bi ebe mo ate niam ahodo bi ase eno nti wone a eye kua no ye wono kuaye no ye wona adwasuo ahodo mu ye wo Peasant Farmers Association wo mutitre ni national president where pia awal adugwala ewo ye nchen a ene ye ba bedi nkomo ye di nkomo we sei na awai wani kakra wo de eba ana de aba ene se de obesia nya ho ntiase na so obedan dan ni yie asembise bia we kira na ye di nkomo no mfikire ho we bia senda zuwa
sanuka de
onza no de hwe onza de aka no fa akwaba oh jeme so ye nua
oh yeah bia
aha te sɛ no kade no ne nua ne ye nua ai me ba cha sɛ ba bia wo free bɔkɔ de no
oh bibia bɔkɔ
ye de radiase ai ye ka sɛ Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana yenim sɛ ye kuo but enefo na ye classify one say peasant farmers.
Yeah, thank you very much and good afternoon to all members. Yeah, peasant farmers are smallholder farmers. Farmers now, funny say, more farms between 5 acres and less than 5 acres. Juma na farms 5 acres, 4 acres, 3 acres, 2 acres, 1 acre, even sometimes less than 1 acre. So and most of the times we more nkura no are like different small towns and ebimusu in the big cities, but over 5 acres and below no from peasant farmers. Yeah.
Na omo no baye no omo ton na omo duadi.
Omo de ye niam mienu ba ko un se wo ye efuo no wo de bi be coffee na wo de bi so be call market because said there be at least if you're able to sell some also what this kind of culture or mass school fees and other things. So for two things, omo de bi coffee and almost and de bi call market.
Bram kabo mu ye koi yetum nka da bia megidis obi a word do de odi bi coffee akodi na chese purpose na se obedi bi na obenya sika kakra so ewum ekuoma ne bi export na mo de ye dua di na ya
no yeah no is just within Ghana. As a matter of fact, most of the food na ya call market kotono every peasant farmers or smallholder farmers will call any market. Even sometimes we call Accra, baby, or motor different foodstuffs, we call here research. When we say foodstuffs, every small villages, no more they buy. So the peasant farmers, actually 80% of all the foodstuffs, our market in the whole country is from peasant farmers. So we are actually feeding the nation because 80% of your foodstuffs in our Ghana.
Wow.
Yeah, in the market. Yeah.
Yeah, mama money adwuma.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that's it.
Enti se mo na mo boy akonhoma mo na mo ma yaduane ye bekwa akoto mankani ye benya kontomre ye benya abe ye benya nkate ye benya adua ni nyina banche ne bode
yeah ni nyina wo
ebro awio ye pa yoyo ye pegbuhehye nkubewa ni nyina wo mo ho
yeah ni nyina wo
ene modwuma no so ekuoma ne doso
oh yeah doso
doso
yeah
se wankasa udo
oh yes Mimi wo banchi efo ni miye nkruma ni tomatoes na.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is your crab tomatoes free Burkina? How do you feel? Yeah, that's what saying.
Oh yeah, it's quite disturbing because who say bagri damp no. I don't know Burkina Faso mutimi ye tomatoes. Who call Burkina Faso omu use irrigation because of climate change, you know. Who said omo damp or bagri damp no omo the irrigation and almost or other small irrigation. And Burkina Faso is almost like a desert. Most parts of Burkina Faso is like a desert. And Ghana has more fertile lands than Burkina Faso. So I then I went to Martina Ghana. Now Burkina Faso to me produce tomatoes and I debut a call. And in fact, the last time I was checking the figures, Ghana every year you're spending almost $120 million to import fresh tomatoes from Burkina Faso. And why are they doing it? Because of irrigation. We use bagri damp, no. The same bagri damp na every year. Oh, say damp ni ma no mutimi be damp, no. The issue by Ghana. It's through all that way. Then it gets to northeast, upper east. Then it's able to flood people's farms. And until now, I remember calls on government say omuye kwalugu multi-purpose damp, no, because it's been in the drawing board for long. So sanka buying to me yes damp, no. Irrigation damp, no, over 15,000 farmers be benefited from that damp. No, Ghana so you bet to produce tomatoes. The main thing is the water. See a bagri damp, no, or man to man yeah. Burkina Faso omu use that damp, no, and almost small irrigation damp. Share Niger is almost like a desert, and almost supply or onion. What is the secret? It's all about irrigation. And also small. Your friend said dug out wells, any boreholes. Normal the SI Jumano. In Ghana here we don't have. So Teha and Niger, no Burkina Faso, which have almost part of their countries like almost a desert. And almost supply is not only tomatoes, onion, and other small the animals we buy, the cows that they bring to Ghana, the goose and other things. It's all from these countries. And Ghana is well rich in terms of pasture for animal rearing, in terms of a lot of rivers for irrigation. So at the end, to me, all this work, and that is and that's the difference. In fact, it should be the other way around. Ghana should be supplying these countries with vegetables because of the rich agriculture, the rivers we have here. In fact, Ghana is richer than these countries, and we are not just paying attention to agriculture. That's the secret. $120 million a year. Import tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Quite surprising.
Surprising, and it is sad. Bitter. And my young Ghana for say, Yasasi, you bet me any tomatoes, next year free. And your baby, I say a Burkina Faso. A young uncle for say you dear tomatoes no Ghana. Crop type na you diano. And yet dear Ghana for favorites. They say dear Ghana for pepper ye Burkina dian Burkina toast near Ned Diani womb a heavy. Esne yen dear no modiano say.
Oh yeah, so who say that's why we have a lot of research institutions. Who say we call even around the same countries. The land varies in terms of fertility, in terms of all that. So if there are some places in Ghana, if you are so could do Burkina type no any year, your research institutions, what is their work? Is it from the soil? Or what is it that say Ghana for per Burkina type and who could do any year? What are the research institutions doing? That is their work. They should be working on this to tell us, no, maybe we have to do ABCD at this place so that if you plant this type, then we'll be able to grow it. If you plant this type, then we'll be able to do it. And that is the work of the research institutions in Ghana. And for us, as for tomatoes in the north, you look at even in Chroma time, I don't know Moko see tomato factory in the north because there was a lot of tomatoes. People were producing. And even look at Tono Irrigation, Via and the rest in Upper East. They are producing a lot of rice to the extent that even last year, with our government support, your farmers are able to produce enough maize and enough rice in this country to the extent that any market, Burkina based ni Togolese, they are coming to Ghana to come and buy the rice and the maize. No market for us. With our government support, the farmers on their own, with the high cost of input, look at price of fertilizer, local market, fertilizer won't mean top price any high, agrochemicals, seed and other things with no support from government. Yet the farmers, your members, to me produce enough rice and enough maize for this country. It means that if government brings support for all crops, including the vegetables, then we don't have a problem. Ghana should be exporting food.
It's the say the yen duano.
Yeah.
And grofon a betoko. And I answer your cocoton croford de to say tomatoes and
Yes,
baby.
vegetables. Yeah.
Any jane no.
Yes.
Niger and Burkina.
Yes.
Yes.
Even animals, the cow, the sheep that they have is from Niger and Burkina Faso. The goods that they bring into their country for the butchers. That's where they are coming from.
Ye pa ponchen kakra.
Oh yes.
Ana ye pekibabwa. Ye penantwinamo a de wele wo ho a. Enam ne fa efi Niger and Burkina Faso.
Exactly. And even the tomatoes, senior midi kan kai, you know. That's only fresh tomatoes. We call tomato paste. Yeah, importing it from Europe. Almost a year, we spend close to $500 million to import tomato paste from Europe. The America 120 only fresh tomatoes from Burkina Faso. What the tomatoes paste? The bill no. We'll be getting to close to a little over $700 million every year, spending on fresh tomatoes and tomato paste into this fertile land.
What can say support?
Yes.
You better support no.
Yeah.
Na GMO. As a peasant farmers, most debi GMO say. Are they?
Yeah. Yeah. GMO no. Say GMO. What is GMO? GMO seeds. Na omo ye no laboratory kura mechanic say.
But they can lab.
Lab okay. Yeah. Seeds. We say your natural one no. Dia nyankopo de maye no natural seeds. Ena your scientists be na omo bitumi fa sa seeds no omo call laboratory. No omo call ye bibia famu yen change way. Who say so omo change sa de no by the time they will finish no seed no is no longer in the natural order. Senior nyankopo ye no omo be change bibi wo mo. Eno ntina ansana omo de bagana. Who say in US and other countries. And I will say, we don't have a problem. If you come to Ghana, what is our problem with agriculture? Is it because we don't have seed? We don't have scientists to develop the seeds? What is the problem with agriculture? It is not from other people bringing seed. Because GMO no, our problems be one, say, GMO na baha. GMO seeds, for example, when you plant them, so what do you have this year? The following year, you can't plant those seeds again. It's for food. So the beer just a water seeds, you know. And to say, who says this year, no, your local tomatoes, a brownie, sani, amano. Would you say what our parents do is that our forefathers, even today, what our local farmers do. So we do a brownie this year. Over selected their what you use for next year, next season. Who say
it's a brownie
viable seeds.
Which a brownie bia, na we bia.
Exactly.
Mokona no yi na bani bia we kwa kodua.
Say sana yen who say yen sano it give us control over our seed.
Okay.
But GMO no obidie is patented by some companies outside Ghana. So it means that they be say we koto GMO seeds no be a brownie tomatoes and other things no. Would you know this year every other year you have to go and buy the GMO seeds. And if it comes like that, it means that somebody is controlling your food. Number two, there are health problems with it. Of course, there are different arguments. But since we are not sure, different scientists, the GMO foods and ammonia problem, ABCD, other scientists almost say. So since we are not sure, no, we don't even want it in Ghana. That's one. Number two, we don't want any foreigner to control the seeds that we grow in Ghana as Ghanaians. We want to control our own food. What we eat, Ghanaians want to be in charge of it. And the GMO foods too are also expensive. Why is it that when you go to abroad, those who are there, they will tell you, they have to label GMO seeds. And the organic foods are more expensive. If it's organic food, it's more expensive than GMO. Because they know that the organic is far, far better. And that is, yeah.
And then more organic, better than GMO.
Because organic is a natural one. We say, Sana nyankopo ye organic food because God created us and nyankopo know our system that this is how the seed should be. But when no obi ko tempti seed no or lap. One will say no mu change the genes in bibi. So because of that we are not sure. Even the same US obi mu the GMO foods they have gone to sue the company say omanya cancer omanya say even though some scientists omoka say no correct. But since we are not sure we don't even want it. The third one we have seed growers in Ghana. seed sector no a business ama some Ghanaians they grow seed and sell. Now see as the GMO bar, it means that those Ghanaians are going to lose their jobs. They will not get because the GMO seeds our capacity to displace all the seed growers in Ghana because the beer and GMO is from foreign companies. They have to be selling seeds to us. What of our traditional seed growers? What are they going to do? And they have to supply us with seeds because they have been selling seeds to us. So the person are buying and say supporting your local seed growers, in terms of resources. Say I'm mobile expanded. For example, if last year I buying a support beer every buying, yet your members no to me produce enough maize, enough rice. You can imagine if we get support in terms of mechanization, tractors, millers. Their main problem was milling. Even to the extent that this year, marketers they have to go to the farm and dictate to our members, oh, the rice that we have to buy it at this price. If you won't sell to us, what will you do? Because there was right glad, a lot of rice, a lot of maize. The only thing is that your farmers, almost and benefiting the high price is those who sell in the market. So you go to the farm gate, price of rice and then maize. By the time it gets to Accra, the profit actually is not shared equally between the farmers and those who are trading. But we have the capacity to do it.
Yeah, and a few years ago, poultry farmers, soon say, even feed, the omu here free maize mu, omu ntiminto, omu nyebi, unyan swan the price no, was so untiminto, and na a cripple poultry industry no.
Yeah.
Ebiane say tomatoes. Ya crefree Burkina eba ye de ni swa it is say omo be ye GM na ye bebre ni aduane na buso na aduane ye bebre na mo mpei.
Yeah, so we say that problem no GMO is not the solution to our food security. Say aduane ye bebre o Ghana enu na de bia ya catch the government adentina Burkina Faso ni these countries omo to me produce enough tomatoes, Niger, onion, omo to me ready like gold sheep and the rest, Yes, start to farming. Climate change is very key. Affect here. And a government a program we have about one village, one dump. Now I commend the government. We said this is a good initiative. But at the end of the day, what happened? We went around to assess the dams. One village, one dump. A number of the dams were not working because they were poorly constructed. All the stakeholders were not involved. So one of the key problems is irrigation. Very key to our members. And that is what they need, irrigation. That's one. High cost of inputs. Fertilizer, no, we don't produce fertilizer in Ghana. CCL crash your exchange rate, The last time I was checking, I don't know whether it's coming down. Almost $1 to 15 Ghana cedis. And all these importers are bringing fertilizer from Europe and other places. And into time na COVID ne buy any Russia, Ukraine. Who say they be who say your friend is saying Niama Boyedi. Omaka say oh Russia, Ukraine and now COVID-19. Why are we not having plants in Ghana to produce fertilizer to bring down the cost of fertilizer? Irrigation. Most of our members cannot have access to tractors. What happens to the mechanization service and the Ministry of Food and Agriculture? We used to have mechanization services around the country. If a farmer wants tractor service, we call her, oh, me here machine way, me here juma way, we here a combined harvester. You have to harvest right. 2 years ago, most of our rice farmers, no access to combined harvester. And when you do that, they are discouraged. The following year, your friend say, because you don't have combined harvester. Number two, no mailer. How do we mail the rice? So we expect government to come in mechanization service. That's what they need. The cost of credit to the Ghanaian farmer. Why is it that over there, Omode, Amufri, Abruchere, and other places, they'll bring it to Ghana. Yet, if you look at the price, it's cheaper than sometimes the Ghanaian rice. Look at the cost right now. If a farmer is going to the bank for a loan, well, 40% interest. So if you go for this loan and you produce the food, how can it be cheap in the market? There are countries, we know of countries, loans to farmers to produce 1%, 2%. What is government doing about it? And agriculture is a high risk area. Many banks and institutions, ready say, your friend is saying, farmers, because one, you don't have irrigation. If you want to depend on the rain fed, no bank is willing to support. What is government doing about irrigation? Very key to us. These are the problems. Our problem is not GMO. It's not about, the problem is that if we have all this and we are not able to produce enough, Eno you bet to mark say ebia ye hear GMO mo say wudi GMO ba if you plant you bet man ye aduane bebre. But every demonstration on the ground, say your farmers no, they have the capacity to do it. All what they need is that support, access to credit, mechanization services, tractors. How is government helping with inputs, irrigation? What is government access to market? Who say establish your friend is a buffer stock company. What is their work? Now a buying say anka ye drew harvesting season. Who says that time no your aduane bebre. Nanka buffer stock company and the mofano or make tomato aduane no mo do buying your friend is saying warehouses no. So that if we are out of the a bumper harvest season, at least a buying to my release side aduane ABS around this time ABS vegetables in the ombe to my releasing from the warehouse so that it will bring down the price. Buffer stock company is just on paper. That is why sometimes our members will have a lot of rice, a lot of maize, and our omuni market. And we need market access. Very, very important to us.
A lot of rice, a lot of maize.
Yeah.
What can in there? But some few years ago, now hope a bro Ghana, unya be just to be free neighboring countries and neighbor.
Exactly.
Moya then necessary ma fedi etimi dua bebre wo ha.
Yes. So who say your members, you know, who say from last year, no, or more invested because who say from 2020, no, during COVID time, no, about 2021, no, say ya udi kanka, na ye ni mesi ni bebre wa Ghana because na niyama boy the fertilizer and kura muntu bito. So that time most of our members, no, so we have 5 acres. This year because of cost of inputs, no, over reduce ebia 2 or 3 acres. Who say no, it's all about demand and supply. Who say yes, no, the price of food will go up. So most of our members have to also struggle. Almost say, you need a bro bebre or Ghana, you need a mobile. And it's also business. So some of them have to go into other areas to get resources. Say, invest it. And from last year, no, Charlie, this thing there's a shortage. What do? We have to invest more because it's business. See, I know Omoko invest it, Omanya Weni bebre. Where is the market? And number 2, the imports too are still coming. Rice imports are coming. And when the rice imports come, they see our own, what do you call it? Yeah, they know it's very expensive than the foreign one. It is not like as you produce the rice, the foreign rice is still coming into the country. And the Ghanaians be bring, so that's where we also appeal. Most of them to a more high taste for foreign goods. Or more, so who said where foreign rice are, most of them are tempted to buy. So we call on government, they should help us. Rice millers. Yeah, to to my perfume rice in Ghana. Say our rice millers be brave. Now most of those what do you call it, those who are into milling business, tomato rice, no more milling no one. But say rice no see no to be turn be brave because the millers are not there. You understand that? And where is the market? Government should promote it. Your feeding programs, government should make it mandatory. Say about local rice, every ABCD where are the government warehouses not working? Say Drew Sazina until is a buying to meet or rice and no more to go warehouses. So all this is not working properly for us. And these are the problems that we are facing as a nation. So GMO is not the solution. One, we'll lose control of our food system. You know, there's a saying that anybody who controls your food then controls the people. So Obe Tomati had now a different company in a foreign country. Every year, Omo determine say, oh Ghana, yeah man of this number of seeds. It means in future they can control you. And number 2, these are laboratory seeds. We are not sure of the safety and the health concerns about them.
National Biosafety Authority.
Yeah.
National Biosafety Authority.
Yeah.
Or minor Biosafety Authority. Some fear say, ye nya, ebi kura na ye nya quality. We are scientific. We are organic, we are man-made, we are organic. Biosafety for who say or mobile charge.
Oh yeah, the National Biosafety Authority is there, but our concern so much is on the economy. We can't lose the control of the seed sector to foreigners. And that is why we are telling them that no, we in peasant farmers, support this idea. Say it's about the economy, people's jobs, their businesses, local seed, organic seeds. All way to be in farmer different camp. Then where lies our independence? Number 2, we sit in Ghana. Were different agencies. Were Ghana say Ombe and Shoy say your new product way or time we don't have this. But go to the market. We have substandard goods all over. They are there, but we have institutions in charge to check that these goods should meet this standard A, B, C, D. But go to the market, they are there. They are there. So, of course, National Biosafety Authority is their work. They are mandated by law to do what we are doing. But we are also still insisting that it is not in the interest of our members. We want to control our seed. Our food security should be in our hands. Say, food security, if you are self-sufficient in the production of something, so what to be now a foreign company now is going to give you the seed, then you are not food secured. He can dictate to you, this year, this is what we are going to give you. How do we do this? How do we do this? Then we are going to lose. And like I said, it's a business for people, seed growers. Now foreign companies will take over the market.
Eti enema mienu ho na musu. Food security.
Yes.
Ena enipa eye mu adwuma no. Like seed growers.
Yes, seed growers. It's already jobs to some people. And a health concern is also for us.
Oh, health says
because even in US there have been debates on it. Not only people have sued GMO. They say they add GMO products and got this. You Google, you see cases. Different scientists have different opinions about it. So we already in Ghana look at our health system. Our health system is facing so many challenges, and we don't want to go into the debate because we don't have enough evidence. Of course, people abroad have sued companies, and it has always been a debate among scientists. So because we are not sure, our health system is not up to the state of the art. Maybe with all the requirements, we know the challenges we have as a nation. Then let's not go into areas that might bring us problems. But for peasant farmers, your main concern is you cherish your traditional seeds. You control the food that we eat in Ghana. We don't want any foreigner to control it for us.
Ebema food are cheap na the ordinary person accommodate no ni sika wetimi anya food ni bi at a good price and a cheaper price na just why okay.
Oh no, for us we don't believe because say by the time even the seeds are expensive. Even the seeds are expensive. So apart from that, if seeds because these are laboratory what do you call it, produce seeds. And sana ebeba Ghana no se farmer no koto seeds no. It's not like we have the farmer save seed. Ebia send ye dikanka no. If you harvest the maize, you take the viable ones. The following year you go and plant. Say koto GMO maize from foreign company. Of course, when they come to Ghana, they'll be expensive. And if we grow the food, and I know that the following year, this seeds, yes, I may sound koto for it means that eventually it will not be cheap. It will not be cheap in Ghana. Because the farmers are going to buy all this thing, so it's not going to be cheap. That's how we see it.
Say about 14 seedlings, and I approve. Off head, immediately in our kai. 14. The eight variety of the maize that the National Biosafety Authority has approved. But Amoka say is no seed for farmers. It's for food and for feed and for processing. And not I say in Ghana here, those who want it for seed, for processing, and for food, we have enough maize in the north and the middle belt. Why are they not buying that maize? And we need to bring GMO to do that, even if it's not for seed. Because National Biosafety Authorities, allay your concerns. We are not bringing seeds for farmers to grow. Those who are going to import it, they want to use it for feed, they want to process, and it's for food. They want to eat it. But we have enough maize in Ghana. So why should we go and bring... you understand, and government is even talking. So how do you create jobs for the people? And we see agriculture as big. Ghana will be very competitive when it comes to agriculture. Technology, a lot of countries are ahead of Ghana. We can compete, but we are lucky. Agriculture is the area we can create more jobs for the youth. As we speak, government they be a buying back youth in agri. Youth. Why is the youth not interested in agri? One, irrigation and machines is very key. You they won't finish university and go to the bush as everything go and do. Then you have to depend on the rain. Say if the rain doesn't come, you have crop failure. No machines to work. Don't do it. These are the areas government should be investing in. And you understand that. And when you do that, you are creating jobs for foreign companies. Because if these seeds flood the country and your indigenous seeds, finally are phased out. Anytime you buy those seeds, you are creating jobs for foreign. It's just like buying. Leaving the local rice and buying foreign rice. Anytime you buy foreign rice, who create a job more or be in a different country? And our local rice is here. no cressa your local rice no companies ni bi member countries no edi no cressa companies ni bi e free abrochire eba e de wo mo bi bia ba be ye rice no o mo be dua rice no wa ha enya organic rice na o ma harvested na o mo de ko na yenso akọ other company other countries akwa omonso so rice wa silo e de aba ya tetete sasem na yampa.
Oh yeah, who say investment and it's only in Ghana. Who say different country even the Middle East and Europe. Because the lands are fertile. Who say assassin is good. Or this part of the world is good for crop production. So you can have foreign companies on beto assassin and for long lease. And then they grow the food, but the food is for export. No more to process any other things because the land is good. We say you're starting, you see your problem and your GMO because we have the fertile lands to do it. We have other countries that bought lands in East Africa purposely to grow food and send it back to their countries because the land is fertile. And that is why we are saying that say well, foreign companies are omutumi baha no omuto asase ana omubetuma fa asase no omutumi ye niama we nyina for food production and all those things. So adena to me, and like I said, our own is just the support. Here support from Aban and government policy should direct our marketing. First phase of planting for food and jobs. And one of the key things was access to market. That area, we did nothing about it. As we still speak, we said, and may say your farmers, the rice farmers, and even media reports that time, TV3, you will go to the farmers and say, this year, look at the rice, no market. So farmers no. If they run at a loss, next time they won't do it. What is the access to market?
And when money agric ministry, planting for food and jobs, railing for food and export. Oh
yes, key stakeholders when it comes to planting for food and jobs. Even phase 1, now we're involved. Because now in says subsidized fertilizer no now ebe benefit your members no. We said that time so obimi to me smuggle fertilizer no more to call other countries Burkina Faso now we also help to check in the border towns your members no to ensure that fertilizer way is for peasant farmers. Yeah, penny say obibe to my fertilizer way not to cross to another country. Ye place our role no de bia your coho ye who challenges or PFAG no de bia even phase 2. Collaboration is only that we are not happy with how the phase 2 is going because planting for food since 2021 your farmers we don't have any form of support from government any support because we say from that time after COVID after elections almost supply fertilizer for PFAG phase 2 almost say my fertilizer what is the problem almost say Aban is owing them almost supply fertilizers are because of that almost almost fertilizer because we say the fertilizer when almost the my contract say for fertilizer give it as a subsidized to farmers abambe to yoka say oh yes sir and after some time you are not paying so from there 21 22 23 we say last 20 year launch phase 2 almost so this year there phase 2 phase 2 almost start almost register members farmers smallholder farmers across the country. Omo the tablet ni app bi call agric extension officer ba ho no fa wo details use wo Ghana card wo dini bibia and san call a phone no mo call fa coordinates measurements to be sure that 5 acres are 5 acres so your ma impulse the 5 impulse e be a fertilizer and seed for only 5 acres na the ma be say make sure say wo ifo and san the win ba but the time they started it and the pace as we speak almost the tablet my extension officers who call many districts tablets problems who call register 1 2 3 almost a network in new tablet no faulty ebia app no enye ejuma meeting agree your friend is a Mufa district directors including the farmers so the pace at which is going is very slow sisia your may end da bena we registration nyina na the data no your quality data at the bad Ministry of Food and Agriculture and sana impulse no be call farmers we are in May, we are in June those in down south they have started even the north land preparation they are ready and still you gusu your registration and nothing I say no Aban where there is a good thing because if you have farmer database you nim say me far way ebia within you say who which district, more Elembele district, I'm a cassava farmer, me were 5 acres. To at least all the data is there. Or farm size and then but the time now was starting, no, you can't finish it before you give inputs to farmers. So Anka would me a pilot run back and say, to my find some few districts, maybe a 1 or 2, yan test yan registration and then share so that the inputs and my farmers for this year. Send you at least because go to the market, cost of production. I want to mean to fertilizer, NPK, urea, seed, agrochemicals is very expensive. So that one it means you use the whole year crop registration, you won't finish. So it's a challenge to us. So up to now, phase 2, no, you beneficiary everywhere apart from almost all year registration. No? And looking at the pace, without and we don't and farming too is we deal with time. Say you drew a weird land preparation, no rains and abba. Say if it's this time that you're planting now, if I see what time are you going to plant? If you plant it late, it will affect yield. No, say you drew time for fertilizer applications. I want for fertilizer number. You buy the fertilizer. You drew time. Say you buy for agrochemical when you spraying. All those things. Farming. If we use time, it's about timing and doing it. So up to now, I'm buying phase 2. We don't have. There's no support. What they are still doing is registration, which are serious challenges with the registration. Last month, a meeting was Northern Ghana. And then we have a farmer and mover with some farmers coming. Some districts, we are less than about 20% of the registration. Almost 80% of farmers, they have not registered. So when are they going to finish it? And registration is across the country. So say take it time this year and so and the planting for food and food and jobs phase 2, farmers will not get anything for it if we are not careful, and we are spending all the time on registration.
Back to GMO. Say quarter mark when say
yes.
National Biosafety Authority omon koso na sa dia approve mom ye mfiase endi eho dwuma mo se mo mpene quarter mark kwan enti say kwan da omanim omoko mo be den.
Oh yeah, un say because one the Omayani say because the law court say the law backs them to do what they are doing. Because our plant variety and protection, of course, it's been signed into law. So National Biosafety Authority is acting within their mandate. They have the mandate to do what they are doing, to give license to individuals and organizations. Of course, they are also supposed to ensure that the foods they are bringing are safe. It's also within their mandate. But court, they say, proper at least education. They have to do proper education for farmers to understand what the whole GMO thing is all about, and labeling should be done. Say the way by say and by force. Say who call shop to me no say where a GMO, where any GMO. What I want is what I'm going to buy. So court and they say omunye proper labeling and omunsaye proper sensitization for people to know. It shouldn't be like it's a smuggle thing. Even though the law mandates you to do, but not everybody understands the law. Not everybody works in that space. And this is food for all consumers. So but here in peasant farmers association, we are also going to educate our members properly on it.
The education
education the Bama farmers and they say cherish your traditional foods, papa no mama no exactly. The organic food, we cherish our local system. And then you can catch a band say so the planting for food and jobs phase 2 no impulse na by a seed ne fertilizer and pay GMO seed beer because that one is coming to our farmers. And Ministry of Food and my assurance at least GMO seed they will not add it because catch a member say some of the GMO seeds will not plant it. We don't want GMO seed.
Oh, won't plant it.
Oh no, we don't want. We want our traditional seeds. The maize, the rice, and everything. That is the seed we want. We want to control our own food system. Our farmers should be able to save the seed and the following year go and plant it. Control what they are going to eat. By this one, by court, now we are not flouting any court order. We are not saying that you bring it, but all what we are saying is that this is what we want. We don't want this. This is what we want. Label it. We come market. I won't say we a GMO. We any GMO. It's as simple as that.
Okwa brochure market structured. Enti obeko yahisha wa shelves so kama. Yeah, say de na edomi dwuma agbegloshi. Egu rubber mu na ye wo form ho na ye ton. Enti as say makama won. Enti labeling no. Me na me hwe kwan say yaje atum enti adjustment mechanism na ebi anka monfa. And I say there be more culture members say omo kwadada na omo save omo seats no mo enua. Etinya de a GMO ne de mo pe.
Dabi. Ye de empe GMO. Say it's a matter of choice. We say nanka first we wish that GMO never came to Ghana, but of course Parliament passed and then it was assented to by the president. So it's here a law. So once it's a law, we are also in a democracy. We also have the right to educate our members. Say, a seed way na yepe. So the PFAG phase 2 niyama ba it's for the farmers. You are going to give us input seed, and it's not for free. We are going to pay to plant, and when we plant, send your medical kind. All 80% of the food we buy, our market, is from the smallholder farmers. It's from small farmers, who call small nkurasi, those small towns. That's where the food comes from. And they are holding the economy in terms of food security. Short time now, COVID-19 by all countries were closing their borders. Food imports were not coming. Fertilizer inputs were not coming. How did we survive in Ghana? The peasant farmers, the smallholder farmers in Ghana, they were producing cassava, the maize, the rice from their farms. They were feeding us when countries were closing their borders. Other countries were even like, hey, no, we can't send this, we can't export this rice to other countries because we ourselves, there's a problem in the world. So if not because of the smallholder farmers, where are we going to get? Even with that one, you saw that prices went up, but they were producing because imports were not coming. Every country was closing their border. When are we expecting the next world pandemic? The borders will be closed. This is how we should be thinking as a nation. We should be visionary. So if we have another pandemic and they are closing their border, look at, so anytime we mention Russia, Ukraine, because of that, supply lines of fertilizer were disrupted and all, do we have to sit down for another pandemic or another war to come? What are we doing to establish plants in Ghana that can produce this inputs? Fertilizer, agrochemicals, and the rest. Oh, there's a CIB, or just be crying, maybe if the war goes down or the pandemic happens to subside, then the supply lines open again, then everybody go to sleep. Until we see the next pandemic or the next war that disrupts the supply line. And we can't continue this way as a nation. We can't continue that way as a nation. So we need to wake up.
Final words.
My final words is smallholder farmers across the country. We thank them. Say they be produce enough food to feed the nation. So registration for planting for food and jobs phase 2. So what district be person young catcher members smallholder farmers. If you have not heard from it, call agri office, based almost say abansi phase 2 no more year registration for PFAG. So DNA cost. So we want to urge all the farmers to go there and find out. And for us, of course, even though court and say a National Biosafety Authority, the Amoyano is within the law. We don't have a problem with it. We are law-abiding citizens, but we still urge our members say, pay your traditional season. And no Ghana, traditional season. That is what we cherish. And the kind cultural bind say planting for food and job phase 2. So mo disease by my members pay GMO seeds the GMO seeds about So we are also urging all our members to also be up and do it. And of course, government PFAG phase 2 cultural bind say registration is delaying. So, year pilot, now impulse in my farmers for the year. Otherwise, next year, food inflation will be high. Right now, I say inflation is around 25%. But if you segregate it, if you break it down, that's the general inflation. Food inflation is still around 40%. You are in Accra. Say Nancy, I will say tomatoes. I'm complaining. Almost all my kind is say 1, 2, 3, 20 cedi and now 30 cedi. If they don't bring the inputs for the PFAG on time, won't take it time. Next year, food inflation will be more than 50%. And we say Burkina Faso, because of the say exchange reasons. So we say even though they are bringing, but the price is high. Because if you look at the CFA against the cedi is depreciating against the CFA, is depreciating against the dollar. Medican tomato pays from Europe over $500 million annually. Now, if you are getting depreciation against the pound, against all this, it means that prices will go up. And we can't keep deceiving ourselves. We have to allocate money to support the farmers And these are my last words to government. And we are always ready to collaborate with them. We are partners in development. Yeah.
Yeah. Eti obanchi no to bia no wabre me bi.
Oh yeah.
Mate.
Me di be
Mate.
Yeah.
Abza for ye hwe didi ye hwe giemu. Enti ye ne we pia awal aguwala ena adugwala eni hyiaye se ye hwe giemu. Ni afa ho adwen. And Alternative Medical Hospital to see a share what Allah Shafi. Nyamene yarisafo inshallah nyame adma yarisabeba na chese. Yeah, there are some and I'm amen there baton Tina 74 T74 immune food. A immune booster papa when pedrema soda for mujina brania. Ukudi nyarwa sun kunim happy delightful juice loaded with taste. In your bemus you can. And now you wo APC freaking a farmer stubborn pain beko. Now what do when you ada Roma and you do how they say eba. Yeah, that's it. 0302257900257901. And the only day in na yedi. Iti what's your fa ho adwene yi me da se me akwa ho mane so e na ye hwese de ene ye calls no e be si akọ 0302257900257901 wafa ma ha o
me jesu me bom de den
erade adom me pa cho me wafa so e
ye kunko
nyame ne hene
nukwe pa bonya hwi me nua ba GMO no de tia na be machine
wafa umpo
me tese GMO tomatoes uhuna na be machine
asemo
fini ahodi be no ya de be kota me enti within 5 years no original seeds na kura for no ina be kom yesu say you twebra de kasa kasa ne ja hye ijani afiso ani akodua bi kama mukofa wuri ya bekunu ayi wa enye kura
ena no pe na professor Hajima bedu akose ka bibi o graphic mu ena o se yemfa ya pomden enkuta ye hyebre e wa pomden me kura ye ne a de ye die ne de ye nom ne ko ba se ko fa aduane a nuane no mu ahoden nyina ya artificial brabo sei
no be control aduane e go control ni pedua no aduane wo di ni pa no control ni pedua no we freedom men tia cs court to question Jesus me bi je ko gi mo mekum ye ho enye adi abofo no reject wo ho no ye ko fa ba na fi bia ko to si ya de bia nye kwaya na se ba enu ko to nchen wo ya dem do ha ji ka
yo
asem da court Ghana ni tutun se de tefra ton krani mu unya sempe uko fa party bikala e pamata di trapa je wasem na ya asemfo mu tete mu ambulance ehwe no yenya na mu tete mu ha we mu press conference menu aba Ghana yehwe ni yo yekumye ho ani nyaminya yamenche obi amo
meda se ofa jabendie eno no Antimagi special.
No, Aba.
Miss City and City Mother special.
Oh, me do for pasabi.
Mama hi.
Ya Oba.
But you fear to say. We shall.
Awie wa bodwuma.
Sir, mama dasi.
Na ti opa, awie wa bodwuma.
Mama dasi.
Na wo ne ye interview. Ansemu a wo kan nyina na de da ne kon. Ba yenya ye tumi ye duane. Ana ye mfudie ne ye di ade a. Enu mombe ma dollar na resist ano abafom entosi nyina ayekra bibia ayekra yanso nyame adum ya asase a yebetimi dia yefa mfudie ni nyinara ukotogwa onwo tutubo ho won carrot ye beye ho fefefe eye bo ho ena onwo tutu na won de ye yanso de gotamu nso a etene ejanan wo mu ni asesa ni de gugu carrot to ni akiro se we local enti to no mento na toto go dia ne board en kura meto no enti yenye fans ni yenye ni yie a sika bet na o memu akuafo ne nso benya adwuma ye won wa wie sko won nya adwuma ni na wo benya obeye fans no ne mo kita sekan en fan kodo ne mo abani ti ne boa na mani nya trata etu boho e ma wonwa wo de anka na be mu se 2 years time na duane be buso eno ko yi bayire ba ko 50 Ghana ento sie yi maako 5 ema wa 20 Ghana e bia na baaye na ko wuntimi nto bi aboa ye den enti eye kuya na ye nye ne yie no eno na ama sese ye bre ema dollar ne nso bre enti saban ne ntimi aboa kuafo no na sanka ye nya ye dia ye no ya na na ye yie ne ye dia enka ye o kon gas wa enya for rice ya ne go aye to nyafu ada ne local rice no won nya mfa madwama so won ye local rice ni wia na ne porden esan so de manpower ana ye wo penfa so kakra won abrofo so de won de machine enti ada na machines ni e ma won bi e ma won fa nye saa mo no enso kon fa madwama so na eniema ne boa ye den no e boa ne mafom abani hwe ni yie eno nti na me de agric minister ye yi no onu oyo bia brian op akuya ye papa enti on fa na nimu tu fom na wo mo akuyafo no ento si akoma dan multi factory wonu ne ye produce bibia ye kan se ye no kana ni nyina papa ye besra ban wo won keka wo na ye se ne ma mu odin todo na ma me na ye wura kofi di mase waya dia ma prince papa ne bona baso pa ya oh ye bo papa punu mu boy 122,000 na to so amano ayanya bidi to grow oxygen kada ho almost 4,000 ye ntia ye strat of one koso amo ye mboa se de odum ye no on de to nuro e de agre na ka na de da ho ye butu so ye stra manfo na dum ye wai na prince ne ho tono na wono so so wabusuya na ne ho na oye djuma pa oye hard worker na we ya tono yes re wo bi biara wo de wanga na kora wo de fabra ye beje kakra no eno na bot wa me sre wo won keka won na MPP fo won keka won keka ye bo won punu bo ye bo nipa ne ye no na abo prince na woni nyamenya djuma wa
amen antimage eni Anglatu. Hello, Anglatu. Radio Dumboko, me pacha on sway.
Nana, dear no, waiting for station one Makumecho.
Pacha, facha me, Boko.
Dear one, or is the one Amado? GMO, no. It's only one there. Ghana, could I want to make to me there? Woman, GMO, Ghana. Aya ada orize nwa wetutu kwa no chere se ekwa brochire ezba na awaye no wa chire ho Nigeria mu no ono na no boyadin a nkofo woto wodi na GMO no bi ono livewu nto ono waye no fo ono na Ghana fo kwa wokeda ma waya ye wodugugu ano nto GMO ya da orize ya dinya nto ile ye jije wa Ghana ha kwa yo oyi de yejere wo Ghana akra nti masra abana eboto na yejala vice president no bari ye ne de ona bu Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ona no bari nti metra oba nenyi nko agric wo papa ona agric na o ma jina agriculture na o ma jina nka parukunda na oda wona yete think na was 1 year immediately masra His Excellency Dr. Mamudu Bawumia obala onsha se dori ye ne bizenzi nanya GMO na ebugodi wa Ghana ono yaza all ye bugodi wa Ghana edokra eye ndo masre na yaka bibiara Ghana ono yaka na Ghana yakra tomatoes damifia yakra tomatoes damifia eyimle se brado ba na ko baby a wo brado papa na Yimre aku a day kasa ekobokina the full load of brody odoko more than 150 cars a day. If you can't die, Burkina Bani, yes, you had come on movie. Brother was Burkina in any Ghana, how brother or a bunch of Burkina,
entina de enka yen ni hu capacity se e be ye no te se ye wasase bedie antosi betimi adua bie enti de enke betimi adua wo mo masase ne ye esre enti nkesre so de nka bode wuntumi nnua ne esre so sa enti de enka yen ya hoden do so no na ke nya foreign exchange ne more to mo fa na ko ma fa yen de ne bebre nso de ko anya bode nko a ye nkie fa ntosi ke bia nke mo ma de foforo na chesen ke ntosi de betimi adua de betimi aye bi organa de yen hyen ho ben se de ye be ye no yenye ye de
Mejitum pa or there. Tomatoes near our car, and tomatoes and la Ghana has as a baby home. You bet me a good tomatoes in it. You bet not my me are there. Nana says, King, and Banana walk go. Walk on a Ghana, no home prayer. Ghana will be a home, but what a Ghana do. Walk on woman, what you say, walking as now, or a GM what you buy me as in you. Walking as a GM.
Me pacho, walking at the end of the day. Bebacho yenyanti say GMO misrawa GMO ni de yen ha say ni yapni bi so eno kura eburu num no ni yapni bi so say yen konkodua ai
ma me kan de mada no po ko gome no po Ghana dinale mpo ye bia ne mpo wonpe ma wo fi Burkina Faso no what
endi ampa Salmon ne kura yempe Ghana de ye pa Abidjan de
ye iyo nti Ghana nankasa na yempe ye hu yankasa na yempe ye hu nti masra ban
Beda se ankla to radi hu e mobo amoama
mini aba
papa
nyame asubyenka one ma wapamfo nyina
enka wonso
ma me bia ma so ye ma ya ko
oda se
yo mini aba ye kwa ya sam so aga na de ha ye mo man mu no enyina ye efa ye ya de aye ye no ye mpe ye de aye bia ye mpe ene na ye ha ye no eti ana ye mpe ni fo no so mo mfa esika enseku adwumani na mo disika seku adwumani ma ye nyina e beboa ye because o he bi ti say yan to say ye ya e sa say ni panu kwani no ntumi nya ndudu onti o tumi nya ndudu onti onya ye pe na wo say ebo na e ba soro pe e to si na elu ta ma ye say briu so de edu akwa ho na wa se sa be gudwa so nto de be gwa so a uto bia enye ni nani na anani nyina afro so e dia mani feske wura ku adwumani na emu bia minim say so de sky wura mu na omo de nakade ka ho na emu bia yinum say de ye krekra de bibia ye krekra no yinum say so bebre fom ebe na ye krai dai kran so a ebe mo mani mu adwo because they say no hwe ya to so de a ebe dia they say ne boa ye den yenso ye mu kra ye ho yira ye eti aban no feske wura mu na yinum so de wura mu a ebe peja mini aba oni nyame nya djuma
beda se amoama me ma mi
Mala.
Me ma ha o.
Oh, ya ta mi wo to say.
Ya radiadom boko, radiadom.
Ni chia obia.
Ina ya Josu.
Allah.
Mame.
Ati ma ge di kan be kan.
Oh, okay.
Ona bu ko fiji ma. Nana, ko fe mi phone so. Na me nya message. Mi so message kura me nkola ni kura me wo ni se me pe. Na me ko jo mo me mama o so na bu ko fiji ma na send the message. O se fa number to so. Eni America. Me come me see the two so within 1 second no assign this number. And ya papa na ye there. Oh, honorable, we dey yankopon shout papa. The way is can feel bia wo ma mo. Nana also me da was why ye djuma my papa. Nana, and me wo maximum me ka. Nana so we Kristo yi.
Ai.
Wo di Kristo di pa. And now, what house pass? Who will say we got the house pass?
Dan send the article.
Oh, I don't article, yeah, because house that you would have the suppression sort of broken.
Mati.
You so become a foreign women and escape your muscle.
Hey,
Nana, and now, honorable, I listen to honorable. Or Conco Mohammed dance, can so guinea the bar.
Aye.
One would tell the premier, and ya hotel for. Oma beshamra mai ena ye see this so entimra bia ha ni passion nana ye tmese sanu ana unu ni pamra ye tmese sanu nana hwesa so ameke mi kan wo o man pani ko fo abes na me sa de ka bi nana hwe apart from Christo ni Muslim no ye woni pa bia wo mo so de ye different ya wo ya no boni a wo ya ma ne nka enu na duabo wo we send so didi say wo
ai minim say wo ho
enti obi akwa abuchire waton ne ma wo Ghana akwa abuchire wafa ye adwuma wafa ka ba na na ti asemi yo Penny phone fast as when quite me. What on the car? When in the car, but woman, I must say, Emraro. Emrano, Sammy, I think. What is a car now about the farm I'm your buyer? For. Tell me, Pan. When you mean, I'm a fire. After you live in a fire, the other. To send me more, yeah, what by I didn't cow, so what had done, I did your partner to us. And she has left at a penny phone and said, any partner to one. You best kiss for my men for 4 years. This row. And you can ask for the big puzzle. I'm on one for Nana. Hey, yeah. Will be the night the it's a Mario. Yes, easy. Number one, your Tom will be for Popo. Not anything. Thank you, no sermon. They say, I keep Muslim, and Yaki, and a woman can't be at you. They told me and South for your key and an animal because one animal DNA young here. Any I didn't buy a sapper and an animal. What you can have something any ya? Let me get a hand behind the car. I have to give someone for your phone for woman one. I may cook on your crime and then men cook and nobody ever be mamma. I could do some money. He has ramping for say. Sadian, your woman shall want some papa. Can't I get it for 4 here? The architect. Yeah, they are my guest friend. Yeah, they are my way. Then you can go here where you would come and brown. Now, we'll find you, but why a boy near who have been tuned to your mamma here and what on of
Medas, say, Mamma, your buyer, dear, in ye. No crassa, my high.
Mamma, you want my one son, or Papa, what to say?
Radiadum.
Oba, me know in a baby, a dapple, Nina, water.
Medas,
Mapa, and Yankee, the shroud.
Amen.
Mamma, and more basso. Oba, at the pump will be a waha. Omo bi mo a omutio sisi amdoka say Madam Jane Rachel on the train kumbra kofi omutio pa papa e pa cho me ha obi na me de to wani na matu ho na mama me na me ha no e niema niru na ko e ka so polyclinic ana ba ko so e kwa ma ECG papa me fa ka so polyclinic ni di kan ni se ka so polyclinic Baby, I get a ma awo. Sister, a bed in Ben was all the call, no bar at that form near Jenna Wood. You're tossing me, not a penny hop. You're tossing me, complaints are air banners and starts now. I get my phone. The way I omni on my mobile pet on my yard, sign on my horny, a woman channel. Omno Macasano, who blew in him. Omno Macasa. Anyhow. You talk to me and say, a hot and a yummy him. Oba me pacho, Oko now to draw. A your right to solve a receipt, and another only right to solve a receipt.
Sikabia betia baby, or home council be service.
A two baby, who told to be now pay receipt. Almost you should enter on the mouth receipt. Now, baby, I have cried and say, Obiako, they'll let the man know. On the catch was a 500 cities. Receipt no on the amount. Instead of so 500 cities, you know, receipt no so no, not 400 cities and a shell. Our Kaswa polyclinic. About the second one, if I took people card, be assured say card I edition me. Be assured say there would be what could send that. Can you know near the check? And on the tone 5 cities about 10 cities. And then me no work at the Oko Kaswa second. Oko talk card now. I'm going to do 50 cities. Prepaid card no. I'm going to do 50 cities. Oba the follow up. I share and penny say instruction a free a throw from no. Say on 50 cities. Natural. Oba me pacho. Mon cross check it. And my year who say I'm passe. Uko child prepaid card a 550 Ghana na say a old 10 cedi na
Medasi I was on phone chair and Antimagi and your buyer in our boy in your back quarter free radio so prince and the hundred dono ama or dia sabia yepemwa e dia twitwa January bia na wie wotemenka na wait me a day 10 Ghana 20 Ghana 500 Ghana 1000 Ghana 5,000 Ghana e dia boa na pomuden na ye kasa ye boa nipa wa bra wote ase obese wuyi kakra e de boa e ma ye de hwe prince baby oda no oxygen da so sini so oxygen e da so sini so ena ye maame mo mpanimfo na abo aboso ena wo mo nam na wo masresre sika wo mo de na e wo ma boso mu nahi ama se ahia to sika sre honorable boy lai edumo mo binano honorable masokofi dwuma adomo binano aka me no nso so de me pa chew de obetimi de aboa ma mo atwetwea e ka da ho na watimi apen no de amakrachi no asan bankwam eno na mesre wewie 0244 52 64 05 0244 52 64 05 mesre wani diem wakakra bia wo 10 Ghana 50 Ghana 100 Ghana 1000 500 10,000 Prince mobile phone new mesre 0244 5264 05 0244 5264 05 medase Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital to see a shame say Allah who shall finya mena yarsafo inshallah nyame adoma yarsa beba na ye amena wonam herbal homeopath naturopathy ni other therapies so boa emi enya apomuden papa ejina brane enyarwa ne bi de aba eba ese we de aba asetena okoho a bibia ni hon me friends say yare aba asetena just wanko Saudi and prostate ho aba samoba na be mo pa wo hypertension diabetes stroke hepatitis no ninuanom wo de fo ni kire amen inshallah yarsa beba domedia ne best net flat klagon so la shibia sha mankwan no mu enuro wo ho mfidie wo hapom di mo anim di fo ho wo ma wedare obroni so mo ye expert e wo kwankro yare mu 020 722 9505 020 722-9505 and 0244-227192 0244-227192 and 0245-275254 0245-275254 Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital say Allah Shafi unyame one yaresafo Happy Delight Free Juice in your ba ye munsuo no de kama bia ye nom bia mani peduan da yase Happy Delight Free Juice ye loading ye with taste ye want the size ahodo de wo de hyan kwada no bag mu na lunch pack mamom de akoskum no family size and so ho Happy Delight de Ghana nua be ya o eno an e de ye ko ye keke Happy Delight Free Juice loaded with taste bo prema kakra no peviki boat cashew nut be dia wono ya fa Happy Delight ni chef free gym na enchele sa no aha loaded with taste. Medo T74 Tontina 74 immune food. Medo ko maboboano. Immune booster de yatenka. Na de omanfo hwiri so ne soro esan se adane atenka. Wonum bia hu se nipadua ne di ho adanse ekiro se. Wo mu asojafo na tie gina brane apoma wontuo. Etinyarwa hodo ye betena dasaso a na efie dum na wo hen apoto ho na de ahoyira abrewe T74 ebo ni pedua no ban etia sa anyarewa no menka se kobo careless because we strong immunity nanso obi nka se pudu nhye ehia yedi dwo etini ya comfort tontina 74 immune food di amawo typhoid nom kidney infections nom hepatitis nom mayase jeme STDC na nebo chest pain high blood pressure na high blood sugar obi okasa na kurukura hwene bad breath also praw also so de ne kuro we treat yenko na no mama die odi bi gusuo no onum bi britia bi mu ya watie sia no krosi ni kuna se nya karefi wow tontina 74 immune food no o liver ho abasam HIV semema ne count to form ma ntoba ha bebia ma oni pedua ma soja fon so de no ne ni apere asma sei echese brane o hawa oni pedua no ebefem moja ho haw no a yebetimi anya nyina T74 wo mu a ye ni haw kram tontina 74 immune food ebi friend immune food ebi friend immune mixture eye syrup yensuo sa eno ne de hwen yen ho tontina 74 pebi na ni pedua bedo ase wo pharmacy ni chemical stores na ben no 0246 073498 0246 073498 and 050 162 8931 050 162 8931. Away Mema APC African Farmer nom oya bia ba so sa akoma APC wo mu a tumuda na emo mhyaden so mame wotia oya onom APC ekọ ade achi na wotia oya no onom APC na kọ ade achi na wotia oya no onom APC my dear me pa ocho problem bi wo ho common doctor nhwehwe problem no na yema problem ne ho aduro na problem ne firi wo so nkọ ebasa debi wo ho na tipaye no a wonom APC na nom na kokodrom itina kina pharmacy sa wonom na nanu achi utine da so dwawa ko na ko hu doctor enwada romania je dwado ha ne se ba ma me na se mi besia.
Secretary.
Yes, boss.
Patron Fakot document in bro.
Pacho yo me deba. Na edrobe ne hwam say.
It's unti tontina 74 mix shanka.
Wow.
Oba for general well-being.
Sir.
Very good. And money ya bet madam. Copy me nato.
Eni e kroji o.
Ghana fro. Se munim se meduma ni se metwitwa age amanfo. Sa ena me hia edro a ebetwitwa age me efi yare ahodro bebre. Na metumi agina me na so age amanfo. Asabi num tontina 74 mixture. Emma mi apomodin. E support me immune system na emma mi asomdwe.
Enye mo ba wa fafuro obi a o manufo anase obi a onya mfie dumie.
Eto phone 050-162-8931 and 0246-073-498. FDA agi adwadi nkratoi atum.
Said you obetimi a check na farmer APC nso nti ana wa ye ne sa akoma.
Uti paiwa fakina farmer akuma APC.
Kaka hawa
akuma APC. Sisiare waposunu no mpemu na ya oya. Fever ana wonam ya. Emu bia kina farmer akuma APC ebeye firi ho. Nemum na nuachi na enkoi dia kuhu doctor kina farmer akuma APC eyema obia ya wadi emfie dunsia 16 years dekro.
Happy Delight Food Juice. Swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe Happy Delight Food Juice against toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we a bread and fifi. The most fringe man. Happy Delight Food Juice. One of one. And you be here. How come that's about relaxing way? So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Off and a berry I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm Happy Delight. One different flavors, different size. You number 1 liter. Number from NG 150. And now 250 ml. Ebenyebu healthy life shows on your supermarket. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Loaded with taste.
Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital Bena Black History and War America, China, Africa, ne Ghana and Penny for Bonabaso say, or say a real man for Tiapopa.
Amin Scientific Hospital. I had a sabia, or one Fidian was so, Yawudaswa, and Fidian Chiro Yadi, Nanua Sanso Sao Yadi.
Amin, a expert or Kwan Croyaria, one run when nam. Now, what Dr. Fonia Nurse Fonso, or what's ma?
Amin Scientific at the herbal, homeopathy, naturopathy, and reflexology, na Sayadi.
Sa wona wo pe. Ana yare ne te same pa. Nyame adumunti. Yare expert. Amen Scientific ebeboa ma inshallah wo ho ato. Na wonso di adanse se de Ghana fo ne abrochirefo bi di adanse no.
Accra, Amin Scientific ewo dome, Obersnet Flats, and Alashibinso, our Klagon, Eben Shaman Road, Underbridge Ope.
Our Krabata P. Fre, non sure dear Ben 0245 275254. Ana 020-722-9505. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital.
Allow Shafi, Nyamene Yaresafo.
Yeah, that's say Etia no patronize your sponsors no na ebrebi omanya hoden abebo ye chidom na ye de Wohaw Ne Sen ne programs nkare no abrem enche mema muso makela abobonua ekela okuma woni awu ode ekwan so brebredwumade aba besre wo me pedan 3 or 4 bedroom self compound minya pokwasi ACP minya kwabenya anaso ashon man enkamani beso me pay 3 or 4 bedroom self compound. I minya pokwase ACP. Pacho classification no pokwase ACP. Ana kwabenya ana showman or 3 or 4 bedroom self compounder home mabwati home mabwasa de adet yes su fa hwimitrim anapamo am friend like some bajo mususu mom yemba ne normal at say yemba ne normal ye pede kama ebo ne ye yes bagubi okana mzadai adai aya White House in Fijre ana unu fear for family issues in Timu Pescali akosove baby I cry pada 3 or 4 bed self compound very very important pokwa CSCP kwa benya na showman halame ehwe baby ametie emebo ebo a wanim senye realistic ene yekọ akwakoye ye maame eyi momododo bia why na ma ba bebo na bibia ye kama ehwe we pia awal adugwala woye national president Emma Peasant Farmers Association obeka ye ho ma ye bedi kua ye ho nkombo titru ene GMO ye dana se onso so obeka ye ho ewe afidie ne so obeka ye ho ewe social media ne so mumu bi kra cult mi to mu e ma mbeka ye ho ewe ahoma ne so yankopon hyiramo be sorry a okon oni ewu kila boboni odi an kan kwame ebo a e na eto aso be dase mini odi ntiti mu nei Christ hu ye mobo afiada ye be hia ansa na de ni akire yi na se eyi first batch na di kan na second batch na third batch na ye kone sa be dase medin Nana Yaa Konadu de me wodi jaw ya hweye ene Nyankopon na sumdwe peace shalom.